Hi guys, my name is Nicole Lamoureux and I am the Assistant Director of Research and Instructional Services at the New School Libraries. I am also the Business Marketing and Management Subject Librarian Liaison, so I am your librarian. I am here today to talk about some beginning stages of research for your Advanced Management Seminar class. We are going to talk about critical thinking skills and how to maximize the library services and resources, and ultimately, how do you benefit from using the library? So ultimately, the hope is that it will save you time and you will come out with a well-researched project or paper. There are some research stepping stones. So the first thing that I always recommend is to think through your topic with a mind map or a bubble map. Take that and create an outline for your paper or your project. And then once you have those first two steps kind of completed, I always recommend making a one-on-one consultation appointment with your subject librarian, which is me. And ultimately in that appointment, we'll talk about different library resources to help you with your research. I let you leave from that appointment and take some of those key resources and start having you actually utilize them and kind of build out your topic a little bit more, adjust it as needed. And then you'll take that, create your project or write your paper. And then finally, the last stepping stone is to reach out to the University Learning Center and make an appointment with them. They can assist you with your writing, with your citations and more. We're under the same umbrella, but I always say the libraries are the beginning pieces of your research and your paper, your project, and the ULC is the caboose of the project or paper. So some tips for research. I always recommend that you look at the project or paper instructions from your faculty member. Take a look at the goals that they set for you and the requirements. And also be sure to develop your topic as you dig deeper into the research resources. So remember that research isn't going from point A to point B. You'll most likely have some detours along the way, and that's okay. As you're researching, think about the keywords, the subject terms that relate to your topic. I always say utilize a thesaurus, or the databases a lot of times will have additional subject term suggestions. And this is essentially to help you broaden or narrow your topic as you go through. Take a look at the author, the authors, the resource, the currency, and ask yourself, is the author considered an expert in the subject? Is the resource credible? And is it current or relevant to what you're hoping to talk about in your project or your paper? And finally, is there a reference list? So if it's an academic resource, it will have a reference list, just like you would have a works cited list at the end of the article or the book. So those are kind of some things to keep in the back of your head when you're researching and going through this process. And then finally, ask a librarian. When in doubt, we're here for you guys. We're here to make sure that you are successful at the New School, in this class, and in your program. There's three main types of sources out there. So you've got primary sources, which is more of a study of history as an academic discipline. Some examples could be a diary or original documents, interviews, or oral histories. Secondary sources is more of a document that relates to information originally presented elsewhere. So examples of that could be like a textbook or a magazine article, book reviews. And then finally, a tertiary source. So that's kind of an index or consolidation of primary and secondary sources, like an encyclopedia or a dictionary or an almanac. So finally, there are four main ways to ask us online. You've got our chat and text messaging service where you would be chatting with a librarian. You also have email. So if you prefer to work through email, you can email us at libhelp@newschool.edu. And we have our FAQ page. So let's say it's, off hours and the library isn't open, but you wanted to see if that question has already been answered. You can do that. You can easily take a look at that FAQ page and see if that question is there and answered. I have listed the one-on-one consultation request form here. This is a quick link that you can submit that and we can set something up. And then we've got over 80 different research guides. So these are based on different topics, different classes. And I definitely recommend that you check those out. They go into specific key resources for those topics or classes, and they're usually broken down by resource type. So a periodical, database, a website, and more. So again, this is just one part of the online tutorial, and I will see you in a little bit. Thanks, guys.